sailors, it's Kevin and Frank from Cruising with Wheels. And you know what? We've done a video like this last year, and we're doing one for you today.
The top 8 cruise travel essentials of 2019. Now, I know a lot of you think that everything in your home is an essential to bring with you on a cruise or on another vacation, but these really are the you can't leave home without it.
The first on our list happens to be the famous pill organizer, whether you do it in a medicine pouch or you have the traditional pill organizer.
That's right.
It'll make your life much easier when you're on board. You can sort all your pills ahead of time. And as far as being concerned about them being in the original bottles, we've traveled for decades using the method of using a pill organizer and never had a problem. The only thing that you need to have in its original bottle is
those controlled substances. Yep, those must be in the original prescription bottle. But not only are we talking about your pharmacy medications, what about over-the-counter? Just general allergy medicines, stomach medicines. I mean, you know, you need to bring some of those if you need to bring them, because you know what? If you need to get some from the medical center vending machine, you're gonna pay through the nose. Better to buy it at home.
Next on our list is for your bathroom. Don't forget the bathroom air fresheners.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about it, but you know what? Everyone does it.
Whether you use an aerosol spray or you use those clever little poo-pourri drops or sprays, make sure you bring one so that you don't have an offensive odor coming from your bathroom or cabin.
Because remember, you're not the only one in your cabin. Your cabin steward is in and out of your cabin. Deliveries are made to your cabin from the ship's officers with possible gifts. So let's not be embarrassed. And next on the list, your 311 bag and the TSA rules that go with that if you're flying to your cruise port.
Now, if you're flying to your cruise port, you will need to have a 1-quart clear Ziploc bag, and that is where you will put your liquid items or gels, and they can't be any larger than 3.4 ounces each.
Right, and you get 1 bag per person, so hence the 311.
And if you're driving or taking the train to your cruise, because I know a lot of our cruisers do that, then you don't have to worry about it.
Go ahead, pack your house.
We get that question a lot. A lot of people want to know, do the cruise ships make you do 311? And they don't.
No, they don't care.
Next on our list is...
Oh, no, that's an important one.
It's an important one.
I think no matter where you go.
Right.
It's suntan lotions and sprays. Don't pay through the nose at your destination, on an island, in Alaska, wherever. You're going to need lotion because it's not just for Caribbean climate. No, it's for Alaska. It's for the Panama Canal. It's for, well, of course, Hawaii. Europe. I know I wore sun protection. Tell us what you had to buy when we were in the Southern Caribbean. I was going to get to that because you said don't pay the price there. But in certain areas close to the equator, you have to pay the price. Yes, you did. Because the SPF factor is much, much greater than what you would wear in the Caribbean. So what we brought, which I think was 30 or 50. I think it was 50. But we ended up getting like 90 or something like that. Yes, it wasn't enough, and we were getting burned. So when we were on one of the islands, Kevin went into a pharmacy store, and yeah, you got a really high SPF, but you paid for it. Big
That's okay.
Time.
Well worth it.
You have to have it. You have to have it.
Next on our list is proper identification.
That's right.
And of course, money.
That's right. Don't forget your ID, which could be, again, your passports, birth certificate, driver's license, whatever is required by the cruise line. Cash you need to bring for incidentals. You know me, I always got a couple of envelopes of cash.
Especially if you're traveling out of the country, you want to make sure that you have the proper currency that is used in that country, just a little bit.
And credit cards. The credit card that maybe you're going to attach to your shipboard account, and maybe a backup credit card in case something funky goes wrong with the first one. You don't know.
You never know. And speaking of you never know how many electrical outlets you'll have in your cruise cabin. So we wanted to make sure that you bring along a power strip, as long as it's a non-surge protector.
That's right.
Or the power cube, or the power curve, and that has USB ports in it.
Right.
But speaking of USB ports, a lot of people are going to the just the USB charging dock.
Yeah, the docking stations. Yes, we're going to get all of you into the 21st century. We have to drag you in. But these are things you don't think of, but they really are an essential when you get in your cabin and you find out you have no place to plug in all the things you need, whether it's, again, everything, the iPad, the camera, the laptop, the this, the that. There's a lot of stuff.
Next on our list is something that I've brought Frank into the 21st century with, and that is cell phones, video cams, and disposable cameras.
Right. You need to document. You're going to want to document this wonderful cruise vacation. Cell phones. Kevin does a great job using a cell phone for videos. Now that I have my own cell phone, we get to communicate with each other, so I know where he is at all times. And again, if you're not into all of that, like I wasn't a while ago, maybe you're just going to bring a disposable camera. So,
they still sell them?
Yeah.
Do they still sell them?
They do. Fuji,
wow.
Kodak, you can buy those at any drugstore.
So 1988.
I know, it does, but you can still get them. So if you're not really on top of the photography and electronics aspect, buy a disposable.
Last on our list is essential.
I know.
Now, a lot of people would say that there's no point in bringing one, and they're wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm going to call you out because I've heard people say that there's no point in bringing one. But the last on our list is an expandable tote bag.
Right.
And there are so many reasons for bringing an expandable tote bag. Let's list them off.
First of all, it starts out this big, small, compact, easy to pack in a tote bag in your other pieces of luggage.
And they also do, if you do not like totes, expandable totes, they come in backpacks now.
Yes.
Expandable backpacks that are still that big.
Yeah, so when you're done with your vacation cruise and you have been all over the ship and all over the stores and ports,
buying this and that.
Yes, because we like to accumulate, buy stuff. And you know what? You got to have a way to bring that home.
Not only that, because I know there have been cruises where we haven't necessarily needed one for all our souvenirs, but sometimes you just can't get that bag repacked the same way you did when you left.
Because, you were so meticulous in your folding and your this and that, and isn't it pretty? By the time you're packing to go, you are shoving stuff in. No one's folding dirty clothes.
One of our subscribers actually messaged me once and said, I'm so glad that you really pushed me to take that expandable tote with me, because when she was disembarking the ship, she grabbed a few things from the buffet so that they would have, because they had a long wait at the airport, And she was able to make her whole family lunch from what she grabbed from the buffet on the way out.
Now that's awesome. I mean, she saved a lot of money from all that expensive airport food. Good for you.
For what it's going to take up in your suitcase on the way there, just buy the expandable tote and take it with you, people.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. We now have used it on every cruise. And when we leave and get off the ship, we have them take both pieces of luggage. The big 26-inch and the 21-inch carry-on, they're tagged, they take them off, and we just leave the ship with the little expandable tote with our souvenirs.
Well, and of course my backpack.
Well, yeah. But
because we have to have electronics with us.
But other than that, yeah, you really don't realize until you're kind of at the end and you're screwed and you didn't plan. We're trying to help you out here.
Right. And speaking of help, if you have an idea of a cruise essential and you want to help out other cruisers, join Frank's Facebook group called Cruise Chat.
That's right. Cruise Chat is open for all cruisers and wannabe cruisers from any cruise line anywhere. Bring your experiences, your pictures, share them with everybody.
And while you're on Facebook, make sure you check out Cruising with Wheels Facebook page and like us and give this video a thumbs up. We're also on, what are we on? We're on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and here on YouTube.
That's right.
And once you're here watching us on YouTube,
come on,
click
people,
that subscribe button.
Good Lord, it takes about half a second.
But we want everybody to always
travel safe
and cruise often.